This is Feed Your Mind. And so the disinformation board has been officially abandoned. They're calling it a pause. Hopefully it's a permanent pause. Basically, they were trying to protect people from speech. They were saying, it's like, what type of stuff is that? They know they can get away with that type of stuff because the general public really just falls for anything they say, and they were like trying to say that they're trying to protect people from foreign disinfo. But that's the way they get in the door, right? They get in with that as a way to get around the Constitution, because it's really the First Amendment. It's protected free speech, where you should be able to speak whether you're right or wrong. But they wanted to get involved and start cracking down on. They were saying foreign disinformation, but that's just the way it would start, in my opinion, because I think that's how they get in the door. That's a loophole they use to get the department started, and then they can start expanding after that and really start governing speech. And then they could start hitting platforms with fines and all these violations if they don't comply. And most of these platforms comply with whatever they're being told to do. So that would have been a way for them to shut down a lot of platforms, because there's some platforms out there right now where you can get the truth, and I mean, you can get information that's where people are free to speak, and there's more platforms on the way. I think they were getting real nervous about Twitter becoming a free speech platform. Plus, Trump has a free speech platform. He pretty much got launched already. I think it's out now. So I think they're trying to find a way to where they can control those platforms and get them on the same page as all the other platforms that comply without question. And it's a good thing that failed, because there's a lot of information that should be coming out this year, probably before November. A lot of stuff that you don't want to have someone in the way of this information be circulating, because they already did enough damage trying to circulate information, and they got the general public to fall for a lot of stuff already. So it looked like they want even more power, and people don't know what's going on. It looks like the general public just really doesn't get it. They don't understand. So I don't. It's not really clear what made them abandon this project, but whatever it was, they figured out that this wasn't the way to go. They figured out that this wasn't going to look good for them, because maybe people were smart enough. Maybe it was enough. Like I said, it could have been enough internal polling or secret polling where they realized that their party, or like I said, it could have been the moderates or something, where they figured that this was going to turn away a lot of people trying to govern people's speech. That sounds more like a communist country, like maybe China or something. You wouldn't expect something like that, where they're cracking down on what you're saying and stuff. And then how far could have that expanded? Could have that went to religion? Could have they used could have they start saying religion is that's disinformation, so you guys can't congregate anymore? Like, who knows how far that could have went if they would have implemented that. They already went far enough, it looks like, with a lot of these platforms. It's like, like the way the whole cancel culture thing is out of control. They need to let people say what they gotta, what they want to say. And, you gotta, it's one thing to just outright lie, but I mean, even if people want to do that, I think that should be, I guess that's protected free speech too. Like, whatever anyone's saying, that's why they need that dislike button back, because the general public actually is smarter than they're giving people credit for, I think, because that dislike button was gold. That was you could really tell, like, if you land on a video that's giving out disinfo, the dislike button, I would expect would be pretty reliable. To me, from what I saw, it was pretty reliable. If you land on a video and it's like you look at those dislikes, you could tell that means the general public picked up on something that they didn't like, and so that's all they need. Is, I think they just need to bring that dislike button back and allow people to say what they want. And then I guess let the truth rise to the top, as it should. It stop trying to shut down discussion. It's like, how, I try to give the general public credit as far as the dislike button. But then it's like, at the same time, how do they let people get away with saying, don't talk about that? Like, that's not suspicious at all to these people. Like, if someone's like, don't look in that room right there, you don't think that would pique the interest of people? Like, what's in that room that you don't want people to look at? When people say that we can't talk about this or that, that should tell people that, hey, what are they trying to hide? Because why can't we have the discussion about certain things? Does that mean you're trying to hide something? So people need to wise up when it comes to stuff like this. They're trying to get more and more power secretly. It's like they're trying to collect more and more power against people. When are these people going to start doing things for us instead of always trying to restrict us from doing things? So whoever's supporting that stuff, they need a reality check, and they're on the wrong side. So anyways, let me know what you think about this disinformation board thing, because it shut down before I could even get out the video about it. I was gonna make a video about the disinformation board, and before I could get around to it, they're already shutting it down. So that's kind of a good sign. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. Hopefully we get some more victories in the future. We don't need protection from speech. It's like, what are you guys thinking? It's like, please protect me from speech. It's like, you got to be able to hear all sides of the story. That's important. Hear all sides of the story before you make a decision. Before you make a decision, hear everything out, and then and then I think the truth will show itself. It will reveal itself. If you hear enough information from all sides, I think your mind should be able to put things together and start figuring out what the truth is. So it's a good thing that they're shutting this whole disinformation board down. It's good to see. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to leave a link if you want to sign up to my free email newsletters. I'm also going to leave a link if you want to support this channel. I'm accepting $1 donations if you want to help keep Feed Your Mind online and on YouTube. I'm also going to leave a link. I'm going to be over at Feed Your Mind 2, dropping videos on information and topics I don't cover on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed over there. I'm also going to leave a link to my social media plus much more. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.